Oh, is it starting? Hey, it's me again. I need to make a quick note before we start. This is not the first episode. This is just a test to see if everything's working, if everything's all set up and stuff. This is not the first episode. The real first episode will be out next week. Okay, begin now. So I was going to watch this when it came out. I thought it was going to come out at midnight, but then it said midnight PST, and it was only 9 p.m. when I had it set up, so I didn't have a chance to watch it exactly when it came out. But I just finished watching The Little Things today, and what do I think about it? Even though it has 46 right now as of January 29th, 2021, it's really good for a January movie. Let me try to explain. Hello and welcome to Critical Response, the movie review series where we need to review these because we're desperate for money. Please, we are begging you. We are begging you for our full attention. You better give us the support because we're not going to have enough funds to film the rest of the season if we don't have your support. Oh, did I get sidetracked? Okay. I'm always smiling for some reason. That doesn't make any sense. I'm a little bit of a sociopath. Anyways, while I fidget with this, I just watched Little Things today. It is the first January movie to come out this year, and keyword January, because as everybody knows, January movies are horrible. They are not good most of the time. Unless you're Bad Boys for Life. Yeah, I see you over there. You were a good January movie when you had the chance to. And so is this one, okay? Little Things, released in 2021 and starring Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. This is one of Jared Leto's best performances out of his career, even past Suicide Squad. But who cares about that? Because we're going to have the Suicide Squad come out this year. If all goes according to plan, because it all is in the plan. It's all in the plan. Anyways, I need to say right now, there are going to be some people out there who are going to absolutely hate this movie because they think it's too boring. They think that cop movies aren't always the best things. But this, you got to give this one an exception because it's really, really, really good. The story just pulls you in really. Oh my god, do I not have any words to say? I'm gonna try to keep this spoiler free. I just can't go a few seconds without spoiling anything, so it's gonna be much more of a challenge for this time. But pretty much, you need to seek this one out. If you have HBO Max right now, you gotta watch it. I have it loaded up right now. It's literally right here. I don't want to remove it from my list. I'm gonna have it right here. It's all right here. And it has 46 on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know why, but it's really, really good. The story pulls you in really good, and like really farther in, you start to see like some things come to light because you just can't suspect who's who in this movie. Like, it might be hard to follow along with some things, but this is one that you do have to seek it. Hold on, give me a second. I have to make a quick note right now. You don't see Jared Leto in this movie until like halfway through the runtime. They do say it's one of his best performances, but how can we even prove that fact if he's not even in the actual movie? Fix camera. Oh my god, I need better equipment. Don't worry. By the time the second season rolls along, I'm gonna have a whole new studio and everything, if all goes according to plan, because it's all in the plan. But yeah, Jared Leto doesn't show up through halfway through the runtime, but that's really unfortunate because we would have had more time to see his really weird line delivery. He says every line really. I've never heard a man say "We got you by the balls" more like intense than in this movie. But the opening scene is one that's going to stick in your mind forever because it's a joke made in Jimmy Kimmel Live that somehow made its way to the 1990s in October. So yeah, this is kind of a short review, but I just have to say this was really really good. And speaking of which, we have a rating system right here, which is what we're going to be using for every movie that we review here. And we go by plot, the characters, the elements, the interest, which means if it keeps you interested or not, and miscellaneous, just anything else that's just there for your enjoyment. Plot. Okay, it has a really good plot. It might bore you a bit, but that's kind of the only downside of it. So I'm going to give it a strong 8. The characters are really good. Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and especially Jared Leto. So I'm gonna give this. I mean, they're not exactly perfect, but I'm gonna give it a strong 9. The elements. Okay, there's kind of some weird stuff going on in this, like spectral visions of the dead people. It's not a supernatural movie. I just wanted to say that, but I'm just gonna give it 8.5. Can't give it too low. Interest. It does interest you a lot. It might bore you, though, a little bit, which is, again, the only downside, but it really interests you because there's a major twist in it, which I'm not going to say, but it's near the end, and it comes out of nowhere, okay? So I'm going to give it a 9. And anything miscellaneous, the opening scene, the line delivery of "We got you by the balls," I'm gonna give it a 9. And so, if we add everything up right now, which I'm gonna pause and do that now, if we tally up our entire rating system, then our total rating for the little things is 43.50. Or 43 out of 50. 43.5 out of 50. Which, in my case, we're gonna be going between, like, if it has 10 out of 50, then it's an F. 20 out of 50, it's a D. 30 out of 50, it's a C. 40 out of 50, it's a B. And 50 out of 50 is an A. So this gets a solid B. Yeah, a B. It's not as good as you might expect, but you get what you get for a January movie. Okay, that pretty much wraps up this mini review. There will be longer ones, though, later on down the line, especially like when the season actually starts. This is not canon at all. This is just a mini review to test if everything works and stuff. The next review is going to be a special dedication episode to a really good friend of mine, but I'm not going to say the name because protection of privacy, but you might have seen in the comments around somewhere. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you next time, and I bid you adieu. We need your funds.